Today we're going to build an arm to hold your camera, a video camera, so you can whip it around and it's supposed to stay stable. I had this knuckle. This is the only part I actually had before I started. It's a swivel knuckle with a thread on one end and a hole in it. And let's see here, what else do we got? Got this little bracket that I picked up at the local camera store. Little shoe mount system that I picked up at the camera store, really cheap. Locks together, and a couple of little knobs with threads on them, different styles for different things, just to see what would happen, just so I have parts for everything. I got really lucky, picked this up at Axeman, Fleet Farm. This was 11 bucks. Came a little longer than this. Here's the rest of it. So it was a nice long 4-foot chunk of heavy aluminum. Drilled a couple holes in it to mount the camera on it. And I also drilled a hole in it and threaded one hole so that I could mount this arm on it, because I want to put a microphone, an extra microphone that sticks off the side of it. Alright, and this is the lucky part. Lamp parts just happened to fit. One fit inside of my little swivel part, and then my bolt just happens to fit nice and snug. So there's no play on that bolt. And then this handle just screws down on top of that. I'll be locking that together nicely with a wrench. But then my goal is to thread this kind of rod. This is from a lamp. Thread that in. I'll be cranking that in nice and tight, and then figuring a mount location so that this will be my pivot point handle. So that's what we've got. Alright, here's what I came up with. Got that lamp rod. I put a shrink tube over it here to just looks better. I've got a Makita handle, had a little white embossed offset right here so that when I move around it doesn't hit the edges of the metal, because it was pinching my hand around the edge here. And it also has this big black rim on it here so it supports the whole weight of everything. It's really nice for supporting the weight, because that's usually where you carry it. I put a black handle up here so that when I carry it I can do ground level video of pets or whatever I want to. I can just zip around at ground level like that and get some really nice, you could chase after things if you need to, like a cat or a dog. You can come in after your cat and chase it around the house with this, and you get a really nice low ground video. If you want to chase your mom or dad or someone you like or not like, you can walk with it from this point, and it takes a lot of the jerking motion out of the camera, because the pivot point is right here, and that does most of the jerking for you. I've got a mic up here. It's a 4-way mic. The camera is completely adjustable. It's got this bracket with a slot in it, so it can go in and out, side to side, and twist, so that no matter what you can find the balance. The tripod also folds up and can go out, so if you have a bigger camera here, you can actually adjust the tripod, pull the legs out, swing it any direction you want. I can show you that. So you can go like that, and then counterbalance. See how it changes the balance radically. So it's just kind of handy that way. And it's nice to have a tripod so that when you want to just set it down, if you balance it out right, you can go from tripod mode to movement mode without ever even noticing that you picked up the camera. So you can just take it off like that and off you go. And then set it back down. So that's what I ended up with. It's homemade. Cost me about 20 bucks because I had a few of the parts. This actual knuckle here is actually from a lawnmower. Someone told me it was a lawnmower tie rod end. I'm considering shortening this distance here to bring the mic down to this area. I think it'd be less wobbly. I like this little tripod. They sell these for like 12 bucks all over the place. And video cameras and little cameras like this are getting so light that it's nice to be able to adjust it so that you can always get a balance. I also sometimes will take the camera and mount it up on the top half so that I can videotape myself when I'm walking. So you can just walk along and literally just talk to it, and you can change the weight balance by putting the microphone down here and put the camera up here. And you can just talk and walk along and videotape yourself, and it doesn't have that little snap jerk as you walk, which I'll be running a side-by-side video of this compared to just this camera walking across, I don't know, maybe the snow or in the yard or something. So that'll be next. I'll add that to this clip too.
Okay, the camera's up and running. Now we'll do a test. I will do it without. That's about the end of this test, because it's 16 degrees out or colder right now. And I don't know how well these cameras are going to keep working.